Welcome back. We're going to set the ride height. We're going to have Brandon sit on the seat, and we're going to go through how we do this. So once you hop up on there, yeah, I'm going to wheel it forward here. Up onto these. All right. So I need you to do the steering left to right all the way, like lock to lock. Okay. All right, back to center. Hop up and down a couple times on it. Okay. And then sit. Yeah, that's good right there. So we're checking under the foot peg, and then we're coming up approximately 14 or so inches, and we're checking that again. So right now, currently, we are at the foot peg.
Let me get a shot of where you are on the side of the frame so our viewer knows your reference points. You're right in front of that foot peg. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm measuring from the frame to the ground. We're at a little over 6 inches, 6.5 inches. And then we're 7 1/8. So we need to bring, the front's not awful, so we need to bring the back up a little bit. So I'm going to have you hop off. There's a lot of factors that go into this. If you have to put a lot of preload in the spring, chances are it's not right. That's a whole nother topic, but for now, we're going to crack that lock nut loose, and we're going to adjust that. In this case, that spring is actually like pretty good, and we don't have to move it that much, so he's in good shape. Brandon, why don't you go to the back bumper and take the
weight off.
Yeah, to lift the
back up for him.
See if I can get this to move.
Yeah, there you go.
I had a feeling that it would go once it was broke free.
And you're just guessing right now how much to turn until our rider gets back on?
Yeah, we're going to do this procedure all over again now. All right, you can let go of that.
All right, Brandon, back to the controls.
Yeah, hop back on it. Same thing, left and right. The cardboard helps let the front end scrub out. That's why we're doing that. Yeah, we're just about there.
And you're going from the lowest point of the frame for your measurement?
Correct. All right, we need to add some air to the front. Okay, hop off. All right, grab a jack stand.
What's the poundage you have in there right now?
I set 45 in it when it was on the table.
Just as a standard
Just
start
a baseline,
point.
Yeah. We're going to probably bump up to 50.
You want to explain why you put it up in the air, just so the viewer knows?
Yeah, in this particular shock, you want to make any adjustments with the shock fully extended.
So if it was sitting under its own weight, you would actually get a different reading for PSI?
Yeah, it would be higher. It's very important you set these the correct way, which the best thing to do there is check out our video with how we rebuilt them and set them, and I go through the explanation of setting air pressure.
I'll throw the link up in the corner on how to service this shock, this model of shock at least.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, same thing, hop back up. Bounce. Okay. Boy, that works smooth. You see that?
Yeah.
It's nice when things are new.
Right.
Bearings and what have you. Sit up just a little bit, like
a little more rider position.
Yeah, something like that. Bounce though, like stand up and bounce up and down, and then and then sit, yeah, more in the attack position. All right. Just want to make sure that staying consistent. Oh. Now you want to be about 1/4 of an inch
higher in the front.
high in the front, and that's what we are right now. We're 7 and like a tick over 7 1/4. So your numbers are going to be 50 in the main chamber. So somehow you're going to want to record that and keep that.
Just remember it, Mario's age. 50.
Easy. You're pushing things.
Got a slick YouTube video.
Yeah, and you're pushing, retirement, bud.
Yeah.
When do your benefits kick in?
Not for a number of years. Okay, so we're getting wrapped up with the ride height. Couple things. Before you even start this, it is helpful to have 2 people. 1, 2, air pressure has to be adjusted. Make sure you have everything set.
Tire pressure.
Yeah, tire pressure.
I didn't want to get confused with your
Yeah, no, that's true.
Fox Evos.
Okay, the tire pressure needs to be correct. And then in this particular case, we first started off with 45 PSI in the main chamber. Our ride height was low in the front. We bumped it up to 50, and now everything is good. We do need to lock down the rear preload ring. We have 1/4 of an inch differential, so 7 at the foot peg, 7 1/4, just in front of where the Nerf bar is, the cross tube.
Now, is that measurement point just in front of the foot peg and just in front of the Nerf bar, is that a common area on every manufacturer?
Yeah, pretty much every sport ATV like this, you're going to measure below the foot peg, just right around that foot peg area from the bottom of the frame to the ground. And then a lot of times the number can vary, but you definitely want to take your other measurement, the forward measurement, before the frame starts to angle up.
And explain that why. I assume it's because it's the balanced point of the entire machine.
Yeah, you want to make your measurements off the flat plane.
The flat plane of the frame.
Yeah, before it goes up. Because if you were to take the measurement there where it's really going up, and that was 7 1/4, the front of this flat plane would be dipped way into the ground.
Okay. So that's a good reference for any make model, whether you got a Suzuki, a Kawasaki, or a Honda like this.
Yamaha, all that.
Sure.
Yep. Appreciate you watching, and check us out on the next one.
Let's go, Brandon.
Oh,
He wasn't sick of hearing that.